How are we doing, YouTube? It's your friendly gamer SmartEntity here. Welcome to my Specialized Build video, episode 6, this time featuring Frost. Now the reason I waited so long to do a Frost video is because a while back the devs were saying something about making defense rewards accumulate. I've waited a couple weeks, that still haven't happened, so I sort of decided to do a video anyway. We're just at a wave 36 of a tier 3 defense. So nothing too crazy. One of our team members seemed to be out of revives, so it's just 1 Frost Prime and 2 Nicks. The initial theory I had was 1 Frost, 2 Nicks, and a Trinity. The Trinity for Energy Vampire. So we basically don't have the Trinity now, and it's just me and the 2 Nicks. And as you can see, basically what the 2 Nicks are doing is one will go into Absorb, one will go out of Absorb, and they'll chain that. And what that allows you to do is basically sustain a constant 1 million absorb damage. So basically that is a really good counter to things like, you know, a molecular prime nerf, as well as a blessing nerf for Zen, because they do stay invulnerable while in absorb, and with that kind of damage you really don't need the multiplier from molecular prime. So back to the Frost. Basically the Frost roll in a high wave defense, which this is actually not, but for a high wave defense, what you need to do is basically cast Snow Globe every 4 seconds. So the reason for that is because a while back the developers completely changed Snow Globe in that it only has a invulnerability period of 4 seconds, and that is unaffected by duration mods. So what you need to do for a very high level defense is just to make your energy as efficient as possible and just keep on casting Snow Globe every 3 to 4 seconds. And with a 75% energy efficiency, especially if you have a Energy Vampire Trinity, that'll allow you to actually sustain that across waves. So yeah, Frost's ability, if you like, is still trademarked by Snow Globe, and that's still what you should optimize everything based on. I'll jump into the build shortly. Yeah, so this is one of those other occasions where I don't pay attention and we lose and I don't record the final bit. So just having a quick look, I think we got it to about wave 44, and that's pretty much with 3 players from I think wave 29. So with 4 players you can definitely get higher. But having said that, you know, this is really just for fun. There's really no reason to do this many waves in defense right now other than just see what the enemies are like, you know, what you can get to, because the rewards don't accumulate. And as far as loot goes, it's pretty much easier just to start the game again, right? Do a new mission. So just to jump into the build, as far as the aura goes, any aura is fine. I didn't bother putting a former on the aura slot, so you can either use rejuvenation or physique for your baseline aura. Now, so like I was saying before, the key to this build is to be able to cast Snow Globe every 4 seconds. To do that, you obviously need to optimize efficiency, so you got Streamline and Fleeting Expertise, both one from the top, to get that 75% efficiency cap. And even without the Trinity at the end, I can still pretty much cast Snow Globe continuously, so that will give you enough energy to do that. Redirection, Steel Fiber, Vitality. Now, these are really just to keep you alive. If you read the wiki, it'll say something like Steel Fiber actually increase Snow Globe's armor as well. But I mean, that doesn't really matter because we're casting the invulnerability Snow Globe every 4 seconds. Stretch I put on there. This one is debatable. You know, you don't always need it. I think there's only one solar map that do demand stretch. All the other defense missions you don't actually need stretch. The main reason I put stretch on this build is really to get the avalanche range, and that's what Intensify is for as well. In the sort of earlier games, avalanche do kill a lot of enemies very fast, and since I don't really have any other essential mods I need here, so I decided to optimize avalanche as well, and then obviously flow for that energy bank. Yeah, so I mean, at this stage, I'm not gonna, do much more high level defense because not any reason to. But having said that, once the developers do decide to accumulate defense rewards, I can definitely see myself with 3 other very able players to do anything from 200 and above wave defense. Because that is definitely another set of skills. So in survival, you're looking at keeping your oxygen up there. In defense, you're looking at protecting this pod, and especially with the blessing, snow globe, molecular prime nerfs these days. That's definitely a bit of a challenge. As you see in this video and in my next build video, next could possibly be the next sort of high level gameplay frame. But yeah, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.